Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Jerdman and this is Jerdman's Beginner's Guide to Weight Loss. Who am I and what am I doing? I'll post the link above my playlist, Beginner's Guide to Weight Loss. Long story short, I'm Matt. Last year I lost 82 kilos on the Man Shake with a complete lifestyle change. And I used to look like this. So I've done a beginner's guide to help people that may be lost or trying to find their feet or just offering advice from my own experience. So, and I decided to do a topic I get asked about a lot, and that's on excess skin. Now it's a bit of a sensitive subject, a bit taboo, no one really likes to talk about it, but I get asked a lot about it, so I thought, why not do an episode? Alright, so all this is based purely on me. Your experience may be different, you might get different advice, but this is just purely based on what I've done and what I've experienced with it. So early on I was pretty worried about it, to be honest. I think a lot of blokes starting out are very worried about it. It's that, psychological thing. So I asked my doctor pretty early on. I said, what are the chances? Like, what am I looking at? I knew I needed to lose a lot of weight. And she said that you've got a few things going for you. The fact that you're still youngish, like I'm 35. I was 35 when I started. 36 when I started, sorry. I've lost track. And I'm male, so I've got testosterone. So age and the fact that I'm male helped a lot. She also recommended drinking lots of water, which I've done. That helps with skin elasticity. And vitamin E cream. I'll put the photo of that up, probably just here. Vitamin E cream. So after I have a shower and everything, I just get a vitamin E cream out and just lather up wherever you are worried about. So for me, mainly it was like stomach, and so I'd make sure I lathered that up after a shower. So I don't know whether that was psychosomatic or if there's any benefits, but I think I recommend it because it seemed to work for me. So I think your main problem areas you're going to have is stomach. I've got some saggage on sort of inner thighs, sort of your bulk areas that you've lost a lot of the weight from. So inner thighs, stomach, even your butt a little bit, a bit of a saggy butt. But yeah, so I'll put up, I didn't really want to, but I'm going to put up some front-on, side-ons, and you can have a look. So I've lost 82 kilos, and I think I've been very lucky. I don't know whether that's good management or genetics or what it is, or just dumb luck, to be honest. So I think I've been fairly lucky. So I think it's one of those things where you'll either get it or you won't get it, or you'll get it in varying degrees. I know that I'm now 88 kilos. If I was to try and trim down a bit more and, fine tune a lot, I think I would go from sort of being a little bit, I'm still a little bit, not pudgy, but I'm still a little bit, I think if I was to really knuckle down and everything, I'm sure that my body would change again. So I think it's one of those things that it's a constant change, I think. So yeah, the main thing that I've learned along the way, and the main thing I tell people is, don't let a bit of excess skin be a deterrent for getting healthy and changing your life. There are far worse things than a bit of excess skin and a bit of sag. There are far worse things than a bit of, die of a heart attack, heart disease, all that stuff, diabetes, everything. Like, don't let a bit of loose skin be a deterrent. Like, who cares? If for you it's going to be, if it's a major issue for you, then there are remedies you can sort of go about that, whether they're surgical remedies or whatever. I can't speak on any of that, but like, there are far worse things than a bit of loose skin. So don't let it be in one of those other deterrents, psychological deterrents that stops you from getting healthy and losing weight. That's the main objective here, is to get healthy and lose weight. If you've got a bit of loose skin, just put up with it. I just let the cards, fall where they may. So I think you'll either get it or you won't. There are certain things you can sort of do that may help you. Drinking water, vitamin E cream, but there's so many different factors and everyone's different. And the amount of weight you've got to lose as well plays a big factor in it. Now I made sure when I went to the gym that I was doing a lot of, that sort of stuff, just try and tone up the chest a little bit, and trying to work on those things to sort of tone as I sort of went. So luckily, like up here is pretty good, like I'm okay, but you've got problem areas elsewhere. But don't let it be a hurdle. Don't let it be a psychological block that stops you. Once you start losing weight, once you start getting healthy, you probably won't end up caring if you've got a little bit of loose skin. Especially if it's only your wife saying it or anything. Like, there are far worse things. That's my main takeaway, is that you might get some, but don't let it stop you from your end goal. You want to get healthy. You want to be around. There's no point, if you've got a bit of loose skin and you're alive, that's amazing. You might not have any loose skin if you're still, like me, 170 kilos. If you're dead of a heart attack, no one cares what your skin was like. So I'd rather be smaller, healthier, and have a bit of loose skin than be big and miserable like I was. So it's just one of those things. That's my takeaway. I've done a bit of a rambling, but it's sort of an interesting sort of topic that it's sort of hard to sort of talk about, especially when you're chatting to yourself. Like it's anyway, I'll just reiterate what I said. Don't let it be a deterrent. Loose skin it's just loose skin. If you're that worried about it or you've got that much, then you can go about fixing it. But for me, like a little bit of sag here, a bit of sag there, like I don't care. I'm healthy. I'm feeling the best I've ever felt, physically and mentally. So, bit of loose skin. It is what it is. Anyway, that's this week's episode. Next week's episode, I have no idea what I'm going to do. If you're interested in knowing anything or whatever, comment, inbox me. You know where you can get me. You can get me on those socials over here. And we'll chat about something else next week. If there's anything you're interested in, just let me know. I'm happy to chat about whatever. I'm really easy. And if you're interested, I did an interview with that fat guy last week for his channel. I'll put a link down below. Fat Chat episode 1 was with me. So I'll put a link down with his channel, and we just chatted for about half an hour, and it was fun. It was really good. So I think we're going to probably do a few more things once the restrictions die down a little bit. Anyway, so that's, I'll put the link down below for my Fat Chat with that fat guy from last week. Anyway, that's it for this week. Have yourself a good day and take it easy. Don't let it be a deterrent. You can do this. Get healthy. Don't worry about some skin. Far worse things. See you later. Bye.